Luke Leatherman from Feuling Parts, discussing a tech tip on lifter-to-lifter board clearances. One thing that we find is crucial in proper running engine and quiet engine is going to be correct lifter-to-lifter board clearances, which we'd like to see at 1/1000th to 1/1000th side clearance. And what we're looking at in the twin cam engines, it's not necessarily wear, but it's the high tolerance that the factory has on the machining of the bores. And you may find you have an engine that has good oil pressure, however it's noisy. And so say you have an engine that's got 30-35 psi showing up on the oil pressure gauge, localized on the lifter bores, if you have loose clearances, you may be as low as 5, 10, maybe 15 psi. That kind of creates a domino effect, because not only now is the lifter not seeing the proper oil pressure, when the lifter doesn't see the proper oil pressure, now we start to short circuit the oil from the top end of the engine. And that's where you're getting the noise from. And so something that's very crucial in proper setup of an engine build is correct lifter-to-lifter board clearances. And once again, we want to shoot for 1/1000th to 1/1000th. What we've created are no-go gauges. Precision steel balls, we offer them in 5 different diameters so that we can determine the actual size of the ball without having to use measuring equipment. Most shops do not have the luxury of having a fancy dial bore gauge, which is really what's needed to get an accurate reading. Your other options are using snap gauges and micrometer, and or using, say, dial calipers, getting a measurement and comparing the distance difference between the dial calipers and the OD of the lifter to get your clearance. Not super accurate. Yes, you can do it that way. However, using the steel balls is going to tell you the exact size of the bore, what lifter you can fit through it. As an example, I'm going to take our 843 steel ball, I'll run it through the lifter bore. You can see that it drops right in. We're going to go to the next size, which is a 1/2 thou bigger, 8435. I'm actually going to have to push this one through. So this lifter bore, I'm going to tell you, is at 8435. We'll drop an 844 in it just to make sure. That one won't go through. So an 8435 bore. Getting back to the nominal sizes of the lifters, a standard lifter is going to have a size diameter of 842. In our race series lifters, we offer 1/1000th and 1/1000th oversized fitments. And so you have the 842 as the factory fitment, and we're going to jump up to 843, and then we have an option of 843.5. And we want to shoot the closest possible to 1/1000th to 1/1000th side clearance.